What's good? This Chigozi. Run some tests here. What's good? Okay. This Chigozi. Because I've been watching my replays. I haven't even watched them in a minute, and they're so muffled. And I know you guys have been talking about that too. What's good? But then some. This Chigozi. Because replays. I haven't even watched them in a minute, and they're so muffled. And I know you guys have been talking about that too. What's good? But then turn off the noise suppression. I might have to throw that back on because I hear this white noise in the background. Especially with my gain all the way up. What's good? Now we'll try it. Yeah, it's good. It's much better. Try it. All right. So I don't know what it's been then. You guys were all started. I just really gotta get this down. Just a little quiet. It's much better. Yeah, it sounds fine now. It's just I watched my replay yesterday, and it was just like it's like someone put a huge high pass filter on it. But anyway, I mean, it sounds fine. You guys like it? I guess we'll have to go with this. Here we have Kid Cudi in the media because I mean we're going just off the cuff on this, but I just saw this picture of him as I was looking for the thumbnail, and I love how he has the Great Conjunction on his shirt. And think about it, Kid Cudi hasn't released shit in a minute, all that, right? And literally during the Great Conjunction, like we're almost there, and see this logo, this O. This is Ohio's flag. This is the Great Conjunction. This is an actor from Ohio. A rapper from Ohio. Well, just stepping Ohio's flag. See? So the Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, that's what their flag is. And that's what he has on his shirt. And I just saw Man in the Moon 2 was trending. But again, this is bullshit software, so it's always, doing things. Kyrie Irving's trending today too. But I hate how this always happens. And I just saw it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Here we go. Pop Smoke's also trending. Kid Cudi fans react to the release of Man in the Moon 3, The Chosen. So it was kind of cut off. Cause like Man in the Moon 2 already came out. So let me edit this title. It's Man in the Moon 3. Man in the Moon 3. We're gonna see how it's by the numbers. Cudi's back with the third installment of the Man on the Moon trilogy, which features Phoebe Bridges, Skepta, Pop Smoke, and Trippie Redd. Fans, many of whom have waited over a decade for Cudi to complete the trilogy, do not seem disappointed. And he's completed his trilogy by the numbers. Understand, guys, the Jesuits who run his record label, who gave this guy's career by the numbers, they told him to release albums in this manner. And again, he's releasing it this year, 2020, 10 days before the Great Conjunction on the 21st. 10 days later, it equals 144. It's a big time ritual from the state of Ohio. This is what I'm saying. The state of Ohio also uses people like Kid Cudi to put out their time rituals because it's the Jesuits. It's the same gang. It doesn't matter. The city of London, this is their ritual. The Vatican, this is their ritual. They run the state of Ohio. They run Kid Cudi. His 113 initials too. So this looks like this is all coming out today. Over 11 years since the original. Maybe this is yesterday. Oh, it's today. Wait, December 11th. Yeah, he's sure he released it today, like probably right at midnight or something, right? That's what it looks like. December 11th. I mean, it's probably good. I haven't listened to it yet. I mean, I'm guessing it's not bad. I'm definitely gonna listen to it, check it out. There's probably a lot of stuff in there too to look for. So anyone new here, don't think I'm out here knocking on his music or knocking on Kid Cudi. I'm just showing you how this is a ritual from the Jesuits, like it always is. So Kid Cudi equals 61 and 47. This is why this is an agent from the state of Ohio. Ohio 4761, like Kid Cudi. Understand? Cleveland, Ohio. Who else is from? Who was from Akron, Ohio, but he played for Cleveland? LeBron James. Oh, bringing him up as well. I think he might be synced up with this, possibly. Man on the Moon. You can already kind of see it. LeBron, MJ, Kobe, that type of stuff. So they're both born in 1984 as well. January 30th, December 30th. Literally 1 month apart by the numbers. Jesuit 30. Right around LeBron James is 35. Kid Cudi's 36. They're literally the same in terms of age. So we could do today to January 30th. His upcoming 37th birthday. 51 days. Moon 51. Guys, this is by the numbers. We just started the stream and we're already proving that they are rolling this out by a code. The big moon number, moon 51, reverse in alphabetical order, where A is 26, Z is 1. So you add 14, 12, 12, and 13 together, that's 51. Are you seeing how this is working? So from today to Kid Cudi's upcoming 37th birthday, 51 days, a span of 51 days. Also 7 weeks and 2 days. Buckeye equals 72. This is a ritual from the Buckeye State, putting this out by the numbers. Buckeye 72, 27. Today's the date with what? 27, life lesson number. I said, even yesterday, did I not say, look, we can get Ohio again? All the times we get these dates. 63, the reflection of 36. Yes, Jesuit order 63. Time 20. It's 2020. A decade later. Just talking about time, he's releasing this, completing the trilogy. It's all scripted. Trilogy 43. Completes this trilogy in a date with 43 numerology. Trilogy 106. Like prophecy as well. Man on the Moon 3 equals 231, the 21st triangular number. Your Moon 21. 84, Jesuit 84, 21, 78. We have the sun numbers too today. 27 pairing with the moon. Aloha, Cindy. Hey, Trey Ford. Thanks for subscribing to this new channel. I saw you sub not long ago to this. I'm glad you all are finding me again. But I'm going to post back. So how it's going to work is, again, is I'm going to post here. Once all those strikes are gone, end of January, beginning of February, I'm going to go back to my other channel. And then once I get 2 strikes on there again, I'll come back here. And then once it's on 2 strikes, I'll go somewhere else. I'll never try to get past 2 strikes per channel. It's kind of the plan. Jesuit order mockery. But you guys are seeing how this album's coming out by the numbers. Lobos Tequila 1707. We've seen how they do stuff with LeBron James basketball. To Legacy. Congrats King James. Times Athlete of the Year. All for the pack. Yep. It's more Jesuit mockery. 1112. Mathematics 112. Catholicism 112. On 11/12, they're publishing this too. This is just so stupid. Because he won what, the Lakers 17th championship by the numbers. To Legacy equals 88. Time number. Time doesn't equal in Gematria, but it just represents that. And yeah, we've seen how Lobos Tequila has done these things by the numbers too. All for the pack. 190. Whoops. Not wolf face. All for the pack 56. Society of Jesus 56. Vatican 70. Masonic 223. You get how this is the Freemasons, the Jesuits, pumping this up by the numbers. That's why they're always branding this stuff by the code. So again, Moon 51. It's 51 days from Kid Cudi's upcoming birthday. They're doing this by the code. Saturn 119, it's 1 month, 19 days. And what did I say? This is a big, great conjunction ritual of Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn 119, Jupiter equals 36, using this Buckeye 36 in the part of the ritual. Yes, this is a Buckeye. He's from Ohio. I don't know where he lives, doesn't matter. They use him with these rituals. I want to do to his past birthday. You know what I mean? So we can see how they're encoding this. 317 days to 66 prime. 10 months, 12 days. 112, like circle. 111. 10 months, 10, 11 days. 316. But you can just tell that 51 days from his upcoming birthday is clearly what they're 100% wanting to do with this. Cudi equals 37. 71, Catholic 71, Kid Catholic. His full name equals 99, like Jupiter. Do you see how this is a Jupiter-Saturn ritual? Jupiter 99, Scott Ramon Seguro Cudi 99, like Jupiter 99. Saturn 21. Right now he's 36, Buckeye 36, when this is happening. And that's what I'm saying. They waited until he was 36 years old to complete the trilogy. Should not be a surprise to any of you. And what's called Man in the Moon 3, The Chosen. See, there's more. The Chosen One like LeBron James. The 7th studio album, released December 11th. Announced on the 7th, though, on the 7th studio album. And it was, what have I told you? When you read out 7, you get 20, 70, 25, but Ohio 25, you get their numbers 6 and 7. But more importantly here, he's 36. That's the whole point. We know they use these numbers all the time. So of all the times for him to complete the trilogy, it's when he's 36 years old. He could have released it next year. He could have been 37, done it. But no, it was when he's 36 years old. So I want to see when he announced it from his birthday. His upcoming birthday. 54 days, Jesuit Order 54. Yo Negro 76, 7 weeks, 6 days. Span of 55 days, God, Satan. Kanye also, Cudi is part of the Good music label, which means it's from the Jesuits. If it's good, Kanye West's label, that's the cheat code. You have to prove that this. Look at the logo. I mean, this is from the Catholic Church. So I want to do from Kanye West's birthday today. Might as well. June 8th. $187 days. Society of Jesus 187. Also 6 months, 3 days. Jesuit Order 63. That 187. Society of Jesus 187. This is a big Ohio ritual. Just me. I had a feeling we're getting numbers from Ohio from even Kanye West's birthday. In the Satanic Cipher, Ohio equals 187. Society of Jesus. That equals what? 187. Time equals 187. The Ohio State University. Right? When were they founded? 1870. 187. By the Society of Jesus, obviously. I mean, I don't care if it doesn't say that here. It's 110% from the Society of Jesus. Established in 1870, 187, Ohio 187, time 187, and then 187 days from Kanye West's birthday. Guys, anyone's been following my work, I hope you're absolutely getting how the state of Ohio cannot help themselves. I say it every single time. They fucking love doing this. From Kanye West's birthday, 187 days, when that what Goodson, that guy recently got killed, they killed him a date with what 36 days remaining, 27 numerology. They use Buckeye and Ohio numbers all the time in their riddles, nonstop. Sure, there's again. The thing is, obviously, there's a lot more to this. They're not just gonna try to code Ohio and bam, that's the whole riddle, right? There's more with with the moon, with the Great Conjunction, all these things we're talking about. Other things I'm not even connecting this to. These are big riddles, multi-layered riddles. But if I can at least show you the Ohio component and hope to hammer that in, you can clearly see what they're doing. From the Society of Jesus. So we gotta do the full name of it. We haven't even done that yet. Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. See, that's why he announced it 12/7. Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen equals 127. On 12/7, he announces this. Do you understand how Kid Cudi participates in this? Also, 11/11 in Satanic. That's interesting. Didn't mean to have that up. It's also 58 minutes long. Did they say 58 minutes long and 37 seconds? Man in the Moon 3, The Chosen equals 271, the 58th prime. And then what, Cudi 37? Cudi 37. Freemasonry 58. Just shy of 59 minutes. I wonder who Dennis Cummings is. Probably the fucking Catholic Church. Just letting you know. And I mean, look, and obviously the cover. You guys probably been pointing something in the chat, which I'm about to go to. Look at the cover. I mean, come on. His left eye is the one that's the fucking moon. And you see half his face, you see like his skull, like his muscles, his teeth. I mean, what an agent. This is occult shit. Sacrifice season. When to use the satanic cipher? I use it a lot in. So the thing is, I use it all the time. But there's certain words and certain patterns that they specifically like utilize it for. Like they're very common. For example, like death, Ohio, time. For example, Jesuit 294. And there's some rituals with that number, but again, you see how they more so use numbers for like that are in these ciphers. It's all about how they use them, how much they use them. And they want certain numbers that represent a lot of things. 187 connects to the 187 chapters in the Torah, right? So it goes back to a lot of things. So the fact that Ohio can give you that in time, that's kind of why they use it. Death equals 213. We all know all about death. 213. Tupac, how he died by this number. See this number every single day, pretty much. So here's like I guess the takeaway is like maybe even these smaller words like death, like a 5-letter word, Ohio, a 4-letter word. That's how you can get some of these numbers and see like how they're being used. You probably wouldn't want to use a really big word. You could, but it just would make it more confusing. But I just had this up to show you Ohio. I'll take it off. I mean, I know you asked a good question, but we could go the rest of this without satanic. But I know Ohio equals 187 satanic, so we didn't need it. According to Cudi, the album is, as with all his releases, nothing like any of his previous works. You can't top Timeless. I mean, guys, this is all you see. The theme is it's with the Great Conjunction, with the moon, the stars, things again, things I'm missing. I just know it's definitely with the conjunction. That's the biggest thing I could definitely tell. And one more time, 10 days later equals 144. Time equals 144 in the Jewish cipher. Because again, they need to get one of their bigger numbers out of these smaller words. So they use the Jewish cipher, they use the satanic cipher. That's how these numbers started coming together. English Extended 254 to do things with this number all the time. So you just see how they use these numbers in these ciphers, especially with these smaller words. That's the key part. These smaller words is what you probably want to focus on. Again, if you try to keep it simple, easy, and organized and structured. I think try to unturn every last little tiny stone you could, right? That's how you just kind of get overwhelmed. Yeah, Debo, yeah, they did murder him. I haven't even looked into that yet. Hey, what's up, Nails with Hope? Glad you just joined. I'll be back in the chat in a second. I just want to finish off. Lord, I know is the 18th. Wait, Acts 2? Like Acts in the Bible? And also Acts 1, Act 2, like a play? And I guess Kid Cudi could die soon too. Just like, oh yeah, you got your trilogy done. Now you can go down a legend. That could be his whole script. Beautiful trip. Tequila shots. We're just talking about that with LeBron James. I don't know if that's connected at all, but Tequila has that basketball 85-31. Basketball shots. 3 minute 13 second or 3:13 length song. The 65th prime. And that's where it stops. I don't know if NBA doesn't equal that. I don't think it's like that's 64. Sing like a Satan. That's who runs it. But the last track, maybe you guys see any things I don't. I don't want to look every last bit into this. I think we kind of just there's so much more to talk about. I think we kind of got the point. This coming out by the Numbers of Ohio. The cover art's ridiculous. The Chosen 38, 97. I mean, these are death numbers. Jesus Christ 146, 43, death 38, 97. It's going to be foreshadowing the sacrifice of him by these Jesus Christ numbers. Could he die at 38? Kid Cudi. Death. Part of me kind of wants to see when this came out from when Kobe died. I don't know if that's too much, but I think it's worth looking at. 10 months, 16 days, like execution. The African American. This just shy 46 weeks, but killing 115. Scottish. I see it, but no. I think we just move on. Maybe if I think of anything else to look at for him. Look at this 62-year-old Florida widower. I am about to be homeless. Homeless, being a widow, Florida. And of all the ages, she is this big sacrifice number 62. I mean, this is the same exact pattern, same exact shit they put out every single time. 62. Sacrifice equals, I'm going to respell this. Sacrifice equals 62, right? Sacrifice equals 62. It was a close CNN, but we'll go back. 62-year-old Florida widower. I am about to be homeless. Guys, I'm going to unmute this real quick. I'm going to see how we've been doing. And of all the ages, she is... Okay, good. That sounds much better. I don't know what's been going on. But the thing is, I don't know if it could be YouTube lowering the bitrate of my videos after the fact. So I got to make sure they're not doing that. But you see this 62, sacrifice 62 from Florida. Florida with what? With the death, killing, murder 38, killing 43, right? Homeless, I don't know what that is. Homeless 33. I am about to be homeless. I am about to be homeless equals 113. That's what this is, a bunch of bullshit, politics. Scottish 11332. And of course, we're talking about what? Black people. This is a black guy wearing the Jesuit orders red with the black by him. 2 garbage bags, because saying black people are just garbage or trash, or sitting around just a bunch of trash bags. And they put the Negro 32, 76, 22, and then 113, the 30th prime, nigger 30. That's what they're doing right here inside this racist piece of propaganda. Because you gotta go back to the title. Racism, this, whoops. Why did I do this? I didn't even have the 3, I put a parenthesis. Whoops. But, racism. And that was the first part. Again, I saw Kid Cudi right before I hit start streaming. And then, see, I still don't know if Elizabeth Meadows a bot or not. I still haven't been able to figure that out. You know, because I mean, I'm not in the chat really paying all that much attention. Because she'll point to some interesting things, but it's always like some headline going on or something. And Elizabeth Meadows, I'm not insulting you. It's just how you're engaging with the community. There's no like personality behind how you're typing. Again, that could be for so many reasons. But you could be like a bot that keeps posting just like different things. Which I mean, hey, if you're feeding us propaganda that just decode, I mean, is it all that bad? I know a couple times you share some shit that led us to some crazy decodes. Because it's always the same encoded nonsense. John Ayers. Guys, this guy's name's going to be by the numbers. Yep, see? Florida 43. Killing 43, 47, 115. John Ayers. 43. So this Ayers, is that what the race numbers are? Oh, yeah. Slave 31, Afro 68. Wuhan 68, 67. (101), the 26 prime initials. I mean, I just kind of read the rest of this. This is stupid. Just more propaganda. Dead 14 N 14. 14 at risk of eviction. Eviction equals 47, 43. This number's inflated too, by the way. Because I think I saw somewhere that makes sense. Like a lot of this number, they use they count like, you know, people who are like, you know, oh, like you're just on some sort of suspension or like because of COVID, everything, right? But they'll count that as like, oh, at risk. There's just someone probably just saying, no, I'm just gonna take advantage of this or something. But anyway, we know these numbers are bullshit. Okay, Black Panther will not be recast after Chadwick Boseman's death. Again, I said racism in the title. I saw all these things. Racism 6327. So they're gonna talk about black people. And it's the 11th of the month. Black 11. So, you know, racism means they'll talk about black people, they'll talk about racist things. Black Panther. Black Panther will not be recast following Chadwick Boseman's death.
I don't care.
I'm not even gonna play this. I'm gonna see what you can say real quick.
That you brought Claw. Only reason I don't kill you where you stand is because I know who you are.
Alright, well, it's risky, but I wanted you to hear that because there's probably some shit he said there. It's worth documenting. 910, like the Society of Jesus. What's 7 days from when he died till today? That's probably the easiest thing to do right now. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, August 28th. Talk about, so they're probably have racist numbers. I mean, that's just the easiest thing they can do. Yep, Black 106. 106 days. They've been using this number throughout the whole time. 106 days from Obama's birthday, he releases A Promised Land, or I Promised Land, his newest piece of propaganda, his memoir shit he's releasing. Black 106. Prophecy 106. Black 106, reverse in alphabetical order, 106 days from when he died. He's now on the front page with this. It's the same patterns. I've already shown you. I'll show you again, though, because I mean, I think every time we see this pattern, we should just show all the 106s that Zach's documented on top of the shit. It's just the same thing. Yeah, again, David Dinkins, New York only black mayor. The 106 dies. They do again. They do things 106 with Trump and all these other people. Chadwick Boseman died in the 106th day of the Boulet's age. And we'll just stop with this because this is about Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman died on the 106 days before the election. Joe Biden says he considers 4 black women for vice president. Remember when he did that? That was 106 days before the election. He said he's considering 4 black women, and now we have Kamala Harris, who in the mainstream media narrative is black. That's what people see her as. 106 days before the election, Black 106. Chadwick Boseman died on the 106th day of the Boulet's age in a massive Jackie Robinson and Black Panther ritual, right? So then 106 days later, as you see right here, right? 106 days later, we're the 106th day right here now. Since then, what do we have? Chadwick Boseman. Do you clearly see how it's the same number, the same repetitive pattern again and again and again? I know you do, because so many people are seeing this, catching on. Guys, the thing about me is I try my best to make sure people get this. And if that means I over-explain things sometimes, and it helps a couple more people get it, then that's what it is. But it's the same shit. The sequel is scheduled to be released on July 8th, 2022, and will be written and directed by Ryan Coogler. Boseman died, and they're saying at 43. You know, at 42, like Jackie Robinson. War number 42. But I want to see from when he died to that release date and see when it's coming up. I need to go back to the chat real quick because we're about to go in on some of this. Hey, Nils with Hope. Bob Behavior gets put in timeout. Pure AI propaganda. Yeah. Elizabeth Meadow. She's been a long time bot viewer too. But she's putting Gematria. Oh, Microsoft Teams equals 666. That stuff Hitachi says. I get it. They could be having her here collecting like intel. But I mean, what's there to collect? I mean, I'm not hiding shit from these people. The movie actor Debo had for a nickname Zeus. Could be Jupiter Saturn thing. Probably. Kick. I mean, I wouldn't even say could be. Again, I know I don't try to jump to conclusions, but I mean, if that's really that, and he's dying now, and then Man in the Moon 3 is coming out, look at what else we're gonna be doing up until then. Again, guys, it's not about the day of. Sure, they did this 10 days before, at least not with Debo, but with the Man in the Moon 10 days later. But again, it's building up to the event. They're gonna have a lot of rituals about this. Oh, so you love the in depth? You're welcome. Absolutely, Nils will help. I'm glad to give the in-depth explanations, and we're about to do some more, like seeing why this is coming out July 8th, 2022. Well, already Negro 22, so 2022. That's when this next one's coming out, and that's a date with 2157 numerology. Black man equals 21 and 57. So they have the black man pattern right on that date. So you have Black 106, 106 days from his birthday's today. We're getting this. Just how he died, 106 days from the Boulet. Black man, 5721. 5721 numerology. Do you see how neatly this all comes together? The date numerology, just the base ciphers. And that's even why I love the 4 base ciphers, because they complement the date numerology so well. It's like a package, right? It's still a starter kit that you don't need anything else to prove your point, to make your point clear. Black Panther equals 11148 213 69. That's why Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman dies early in all this. It's all encoded in this 213. You know, Afeni Shakur, whatever, Tupac's mom, dying by the numbers as well. Huey P. Newton, all these people. I mean, which one of these people have lived long? Fighting a private battle with colon cancer. At this point, you know, that's complete bullshit. In terms of how he died. Sure, he could have had colon cancer. They could have given it to him, though. But again, Occam's razor tells me that none of this, no, he didn't have any fucking cancer. Like, why go through the trouble of even giving him cancer? So that July 22nd date, July 8th, 2022. You guys see from when he died to then, because it just shows how sick this is. 680 days. Afro equals 68. The 1968 Olympics with the Black Panther tribute. Remember? This is incredible. This is exactly what they're doing. You see this. 680 days. I don't know, this is a span of 680 days. I can quickly type in 679 to see if that's a prime without, having to think about it. But 680 days, 68 is the big number they're going for this. When did MLK die? 1968. Afro equals 68. Understand, right? Afro reversing 68. Barack Obama equals 68 out reversing, just using the alphabetical order. B is the second letter, A is the first. Barack Obama is 68. So you have that. You have MLK. Again, Chadwick Boseman died August 28th. From that to when this release date, 680 days. MLK, when did he die? 1968, right? Big number to this gang. Black Panther, 68. You can just type that in. Probably they'll give you something. Black Panthers in 68. See, right this 1968 Olympics, this stuff. Understand? You see, so 680 days from when he died is the release date. It's just undeniable. It's completely undeniable. It shows exactly how this is, exactly how they do this stuff. Hey, probably is in some underground bunker. Yeah, they could be collecting set phrases, exactly. Yeah, well, it's funny. You're probably talking about this on Twitter, but I thought you were still talking about that bot because they can send the bot here to study the chat. But the thing is, I guess I don't think they need a bot here to do that. I think they can do all this right now behind the scenes. That's why I don't. Again, I think I'm not. I'm just saying, I wouldn't worry about them collecting any information from us, from any bots. Just in case anyone's thinking that. I shaved with Occam's razor today. It's funny. It's what everyone should be doing. If you did, right, you would know this is all bullshit. Guys, Occam's razor says that this whole coronavirus shit is nonsense. Right? I mean, it is. I mean, Occam's razor lets you see through all the nonsense going on because it's like, how could this all be? You wouldn't call everything coincidence. Like, it's actually a beautiful thing. Just like the most straightforward, just basic answer with the least amount of steps. Sure, you're not 100% right all the time with that way of thinking. And of course, people can, because, well, someone can always just do this and no, but the thing is, it's simple to see how a gang can rule over. That's the problem with that, though. So see, you gotta be smart to use it. I know you're smart, but see, there's too many dumb people, so they can't use it because they're too dumb to realize that yes, a group of people can control wealth and rule over you, and not get into all these arguments and be divided. Just because they're humans doesn't mean that they have their own interests in mind, and they're using they're together. They're the Jesuits. They're bounded through Freemasonry. People do it all the time. It's because these people are so pathetic they can't accomplish anything with themselves or anyone in their lives, so they think no one else can do it. Their own secret meetings. Yeah, that's the only way to do that is just like in the woods, in the mountains, with no technology around at all. Only way to do that. And even then, I mean, who knows? What microphone they have in some tree out there. Your sister and niece have corona. Supposedly, they live 1,000 miles apart. It's just, yeah, they probably were tested positive when they weren't, and then they just thought they think they do. Oh, you missed 40 minutes worth of content. Yeah, man, we've been going in. Man, guys, anyone ever joins late, understand? I know the guys. I know the feeling because Zach streams, Arthur streams, Derek streams, other people stream, and I'm late. I'll miss out. So I know that feeling. What I do though is I watch in 2x speed and catch up, especially if you're like 20 minutes behind, because then it's just like 10 minutes later you're caught up. But you gotta pay extra attention. But it's good. That's the thing with 2x speed. It forces you to even pay more attention. And if you miss a part, you just click back the back arrow a couple times and rewatch that part you missed. But it's still gonna be faster than watching it in normal speed. I think the only issue is that you can't understand the English language that well, or if you're, me, I try to speak clearly, but it's hard sometimes. But I do that, keeping that in mind, that you should be able to watch this in 2x speed, at least pick up on like a lot of the main points. Again, I'd highlight things on the screen. Brief from 106 Republicans supporting Texas lawsuit. What is this about? It could be about some revelation ritual. I hope it's not about black people. I'll be like, can they not do this again? It's election stuff. Okay. This has been a big number in the election, though. I mean, I cannot believe that they're still talking about it. I can believe it because this is what the narrative was saying, but like, what I meant to say is I can't believe people are still falling. Like at this point, why should you care about this? Look at number 155, Freemasons 155, coronavirus 155. You just gotta be a complete moron to actually care about this. The legacy of the Florida recount casts a long shadow. Guys, we predicted all this shit well before any of this, before election was even underway. We said they're gonna do the Florida recount ritual again. There's just so many things pointing to it. And we keep bringing this up how it's bullshit. And they're mocking you again. The legacy of the Florida recount cast, it's the same shit right now. Like how am I supposed to say anything different? That if you fall for this bullshit stuff, you have mental problems. Like, you have to have mental problems that really fall for the United States presidential elections, especially. And then despite all the evidence, still participate and think that it's legit. So here on 118, I mean, look at this crap. We just clicked on this with Thomas Tiny Lister, Friday actor, dead 62. He died yesterday, but they're making sure that we're seeing it again today as news on Friday. But again, you can call it coincidence if you want. At this point, guys, you have to just take what I say always at face value, but use your own brain. And when you do that, you're like, okay, I can see why they do this. That's how it always should have been. August 11th, 2010. And again, I hope that doesn't dismiss this work. I'm trying to say is, don't believe me. I'm not trying to be believed. I'm showing the evidence, but you should be able to come to your own conclusion of, yes, this is the Jesuits putting this out by the numbers. That's why they have Tiny here, the 23rd day of the year, and 118, Death 118. Someone's asking how you know what ciphers to use. Here's another example. Death, small word, right? You got to have a way to get the triple digit numbers, or else you can't do it. You just can't. This is why they have other ciphers, to make it work for them, to give you more options. And by you, again, I'm talking about them, to give them more options. Jewish equals 118. Again, these are real ciphers based on real things. It's based on the Latin alphabet and how the English language used to be with it. But T's 100. Just look at the cipher down here. You can kind of make sense of it. It's not random or anything. But death equals 118. And on the 11/8, they have them here. Tiny. Doing this when pointing at you, this Freemasonic symbol. Tiny equals 22, right? 22 reversing and reducing. So they have them there. They have them there, and they did with 22. Life lesson number. And there's no 23 in there. Friday equals 36. 63.99. They're telling us about it today again. I know this came out yesterday. I'm not saying it's new today, but just the fact that's on the front page by these numbers. That's why I'm calling out. Thomas Tiny Lister Jr. 84 like Jesuits. Thomas Tiny Lister Jr. 114 reversing and reducing. updated at 10:14, and dead 14, end 14, slave 14. Lionsgate Films, The Expendables. You see the mockery? Because these people are fucking expendable. And so are you to this gang. Actor Tommy Tiny Lister arrives at a screening of Lionsgate Films' The Expendables at a Planet Hollywood resort and casino August 11th, 2010. 201 is on that date. In Las Vegas, Nevada. Do you get how much they mock you and mock their employees? Do you know what expendable means? I mean, if you're not, because English might not be your first language, that's okay. You have dictionary. I'll show you what this word means. This is exactly what these people are. Adjective employees whose jobs are considered, well, it's an adjective. Employees. That's what I fucking call them. It's employees of the Jesuits. Normally used up or consumed in service. He's been used up and consumed. Guys, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, what much legacy is he gonna have? It'll just be like, R&P Debo on a YouTube video of him, every little Friday video now, and then after 10 years, people's like, yeah, he died. Like, even Kobe, sure, but over time, it's just like no one's gonna care. These people are normally used up and consumed in their service, more easily or economically replaced than rescued, salvaged, or protected. These people are expendable assets for the Society of Jesus. And that is why they let you know that right here. It's sick. Hollywood, they're telling you Hollywood is a planet of expendable actors. And they code it with this 118 death number. It cannot get any more obvious what they're doing right here. This is why I wanted to click on this, look at this. He died at 62, sacrificed 62. It's just sick. Oh, thanks, Joan. Yeah, that's watching things 2 times is. I just think it's the way to go because again, and it tests you. You can worst case it doesn't work for you. You can do 1.75, 1.5, 1.25, or just don't do it. But it's worth trying and like testing your. It helps you with your recall skills, right? Your critical thinking skills. If you see if you got the point of what someone's sharing with you. Yeah, it's so funny. The Expendables, Expendable 47. What does essential equal? It's good. It's a good word. Essential equals 32 and 58. Like Freemasonry 139, 58. Scottish 32. Roman Catholic Church 104. Those are the essentials. The Roman Catholic Church, Jerusalem 32. That's what they established. Well, I'm talking modern day Jerusalem. Through this Jesuit order, formed by the Jerusalemites. The Jews. Like what's his face? Ignatius of Loyola. They convert to Catholicism. And I think all this shit comes up ancient Phoenicia. All the people around there with that Mediterranean Sea, that just called of people. I think they never went anywhere. This is them. They are the Jesuits. They're all these people. All comes from the same. Italy, Rome, it's all over there. I think that the tyranny started from the Mediterranean Sea. And fuck them. Why the Rams could be a playoff nightmare. The accused drug lords and gun runners tied to a Hong Kong district. I'm kind of confused because these pictures, this picture's what caught my eye. It looks pretty good. I like this I like this drawing right here of the city, whatever this is, and the tiger up there, and the lights here. And I want to talk about this Rams and the Rams, but now I'm like, man. SpaceX. Oh yeah, someone told me to talk about this. We got to talk about this. The SpaceX. Updated at 5:02. Maybe guys, I can go to 2 today. We'll see. That'll be nice. SpaceX's Mars prototype rocket exploded yesterday. Here's what happened on the flight at 5:02. Government 52. Kabbalah 52. I'm gonna close some tabs. The chat's just been lit right now. That's kind of why I'm like not as motivated to talk about these things. That's a good thing, but at least the chat's good. That's a good thing to say. But we do gotta keep the show on the road. I mean, we can see what happened. But the thing is, I think Zach's covered this, Simple Truth covered this. I still haven't checked out any of their videos yet, but I just feel like, I mean, why not just check out what they did? They'll show you how many days they had from their birthday. I'll look at it myself. You guys probably already know, but just to save time, I mean, because you want to know my perspective, but I think looking at that piece of propaganda they gave us, how on August 18th in Expendables, I mean, how he was mocking him. It's almost like I've seen how, because I know what we're gonna get the same. Now I just want to see it. It's gonna be the same sacrificial or numbers for Friday, just some obvious shit. Numbers for the Jesuits. It's gonna be the same fucking thing every single time. I forgot the guy's name. Timothy Tiny Friday. That's not how it works here, I guess. Debo. Tommy Lister. Debo. I didn't even decode Debo. And the appearing as Zeus. Someone did mention this. Z Gangsta. Z the 26th letter. We'll do June 24th till he died December 10th. But when you see it's the same number, anyone, because someone maybe was there like who was new to this, man, I wanted to see that. I'll show you. Once you see it's the same numbers, you realize you can just already know. Look at this. See, told you. Sacrifice. I said there's gonna just be sacrifice numbers. What's the fucking point of doing this? Isn't that not what I said? I was like, I don't want to do this. There's no point. It's the same thing. It's gonna be a waste of not a waste. It's never a waste of time because it's not, and it's not about wasting time. But it's to emphasize it's literally the same fucking thing. Where I'd rather just move on to something else. He had 170 days from his fucking birthday. Sacrifice equals 170. This is exactly what I'm talking about at 62. This is why, like, why bother? But I'm glad we did this to emphasize again how repetitive this shit is. I was like, I could just guess. Sacrifice number from his birthday. Death, killing, murder, sacrifice. R.I.P. That type of stuff. So sacrifice 170, 62. He dies at what? 62 years old, 170 days from his birthday. Are you not getting how this is working? It is completely undeniable. That's why, I'm glad that, some more popular people, some celebrities are watching this now. Good. Do something about it. Try not to get killed by the numbers. It might be too late for you, but, I believe in not thinking it's too late. I mean, it's better than doing nothing and just saying, well, fuck it, because guys, they can kill you, they can kill your family, they can do all sorts of shit. You can be a musician and not be, you don't need to be, there guys are so many good musicians that like, don't have any followers, no fans, no nothing. You could just do that. You can change your name. You have private. You can make animated music videos so you don't show your face on there. You can change your name. You can maybe change your voice a bit or quit doing vocal stuff. Just go to producing. There's a lot of things you can do to keep making music and not being anywhere near any of this stuff. Not even on SoundCloud. I mean, you see this now. I mean, I'm trying to help you. I make music. I love making music. I just do it I love it and I just do it. I don't, I'm not famous. I'm not signing any shit. You can make your own label and do what you want. And put your shit on Spotify and shit. And no one still knows you. No one cares. Many people do it. 170 days from his fucking birthday. Those are the essentials. Yep, this gang. Yep, MORs, you saw that same old thing. This 170 days. It's just like, it's like I want to talk about the SpaceX shit, but the thing is, it's the same here. What's the point? What's the point with this? NASA 35-minute, 35-second video. I mean, it's the same. What's the point of looking at this? Same old fucking numbers every single time. Mars 51-15, 57-30. The Mars prototype rocket exploded yesterday, which means on the 9th. Explosion equals 129. Yeah, remember Zach brushed up on this when one of his streams. Gotta check out his post on that, but it was explosion 129. I mean, guys, that's why I found out a lot about all this nonsense propaganda. Just watching information this community puts out. And that's the thing. Imagine if more people did. If these people like Brian, all these people were just decoding things, spreading this, they will be looking at things so that everyone has their own perspective, their own things they're into. They'll be decoding so many things as well. And there's be so many riddles and rituals we'd be seeing. And this work will spread in no time. I guess it should not be this hard waking people up to what's going on. But it's the people out there. They're trying to make it difficult for us, and I'm saying no. I'm not fucking with that. I'm gonna keep going because I know people watch this and they get it. I mean, again, this is why I said, why look at this? What's the fucking point? SpaceX refueled the SN8 and set its sights on a 4:40 p.m. Central Time takeoff time. 4:40. Space equals 44. The number one main number in space. I've been calling this out. I've been told everybody. I tell everyone this. It's the one thing I tell anyone. Look up for 44 in space. It's the most common pattern. You can't go wrong. I showed you what Tesla stock did on April 4th, 2019 and 2018. By the numbers. Is this a GIF? See, it started at 26 seconds. I mean, come on. 26 to 22. 22 the master builder number. And it starts at 26. See? 26. Space 26. They do this shit on purpose. If you're editing this and you're this gang and you're doing all by the numbers, why would you pick an arbitrary number? They're gonna pick 26. They could have done 28. But they did 26. Space 28. Space equals 28 as well. God 26. But it's just oxygen. Oh my god. Oxygen 36. 1 second. Because whenever they talk about elements, I kind of treat them like the states. You know, the eighth element. But the 2 6. See, when I see that oxygen, I was like, doesn't oxygen have a 26 connection with electrons per shell? 2 shells. Well, 2 shells. 2 is in one, and 6 in the other thing. And you know how they tell you how that guys, this is all theory, and I'm sure they probably can prove this with some good equipment or something. I'm not trying to deny all this stuff, right? I'm all for the science that you can repeatedly prove again and again and again, and it never fucking changes, like what we're doing here. But again, they say that the atom is what your inner shell and the outer shell and the other outer shell, and it goes 2 6, and then what I forgot all. I used to know all this, but you don't use it, you lose it. But I'm starting to think, do they use this to code shit? I'm sure some of you guys and listening know all about this. But yeah, I mean, I do computers and stuff. I don't, so I don't, or into trading. I'm not into things like this anymore. I've always liked it. I've always good at it. It was one of my favorite subjects in school, but I'm not a chemist. Yeah, no such thing as coincidences. Oh, it's definitely in this mainstream media. I agree with that. I just think like just from the definition of coincidence, like, but the thing is, I can see it could all be just like meant to happen. There could be some little meaning behind it, and maybe that meaning is just a meaning to you, and it actually leads you somewhere. Like I could see things that way. But guys, understand when I call coincidences in this, I use it to differentiate whether coding for absolute sure from maybe what I'm speculating, or for what maybe I see, or from what maybe it might not be too related. I try to be clear in that, so no one thinks I'm trying to connect anything to anything, because I'm never trying to do that. So at least in this show, that's why I use that. See, I think I'm gonna fail on this because I shouldn't have clicked on this. I'm like, man, sure, I see 233, but Rams is 50, aren't they? No, I'm thinking of Chiefs. Sorry, Rams 51. There we go. They did it. Wow. This picture saved me. I was like, I don't know how to talk about this. I don't feel like going through this and trying to figure out why this is here. But then I clearly see what 233, the 51st prime number. You see that Rams number 23 be traced by number 30 something, but they clearly have the 233 is what you can see. That's what you don't know what number this really is. You can guess. You can see what player. You can probably tell. You probably know, right? They might. I don't know if it's 33 or 35, but whatever. 3233, the 51st prime. Rams 51. See how they do this? Oh my goodness. Rams 30, 57. Those are moon numbers. McVay. I've heard of him. He's a coach of one of these teams, obviously. They say it. think it's the Rams coach. Jared Goff. This guy's an actor. Everything he's done has been by the numbers. Los Angeles Rams. LA 41. See, 14 turnovers. 9 of the quarterbacks, 14 turnovers. This season came from the Rams' 4 losses. Yep. Why? Because LA equals 14. That's why. LA 14. 351 passing yards. That's what the 26 triangular number, and a reflection of 153. Yeah. McVay called it 43 out of 61 plays. Football 43. McVay 61. McVay 26. Yeah. I think just seeing that picture should be good enough. I hope there's nothing playing in the background either. No videos or anything. Yeah, we find the same things. We're all just crazy, right? These people are silly. Anytime someone says that, I just like, okay, this person's dumb. And it's all you can, that's my conclusion is always the same. They're either dumb or they're arrogant, and they're the real kind of arrogant, not like what some people will call arrogant or something. I mean, like they think they just like know it all, and they think that they're always right when they're not, and they don't want to investigate or think more. I used to like making music also. It's always never too late to get back into. I've taken breaks from it, definitely. Oh, 5 minutes behind. Nice. You're catching up. Go kind of slowing down. Jaguar, right, has been talking music industries. You're waiting to see where it goes. Yeah, interesting to see how things fold. But yeah, I mean, music's one of those things where that's why I really don't think you should ever do it for the money. Because especially now with everything locked down, I mean, what if you're doing because that's how it's always been. It's touring, right? Shows to do, and that's what the most fun part of music anyway is performing. So like, at least in my opinion, besides the making and production part, was that's probably my favorite because you're actually doing it then. But you know what I mean? Like, you, the best thing you can do now is make music videos or play it in front of a bunch of idiots with fucking diapers on their face, or leave the country and do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think music's one of those things where it's better off to travel the world with and just like share it with people. It's an experience to share with people and connect with people and make them feel better. Like heal people with it, entertain them with it. But to do it to make money and that's your sole focus. Again, I think YouTube will be your best bet. Honestly, just put ads in your channel, YouTube. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make sure so you can do music and not jump into this satanic gang stuff. And even with just YouTube organically, if you get big enough, it'll just happen. But trust me, I don't think it's that easy to blow up your music channel, no matter how good your music is, unless you're really good at marketing it or something. So again, like as long as you don't market it that heavily, like you're fine. Dolly Parton saved her 9-year-old co-star from an oncoming car. It's a rhyme. Parton, car, co-star. I know the Parton part doesn't, but has a R. I mean, it's still like a riddle. Dolly Parton saved her 9-year-old co-star from a oncoming car. At 11:24. When you round 9, you get 24. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, this is by the numbers. 24, 9, and the most pure cipher equals 24. 9 equals 22, like female, like Jesuits. They have this Jesuit agent right here, Dolly Parton. When this happened? When she's not helping fund vaccine research or supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, two absolutely pathetic and ridiculous fucking things going on in this nation right now and in the world. Or investing in a successful meme. Guys, Inventing. Guys, inventing a successful meme. This is 100 trillion times more important than vaccine research or supplying Black Lives Matter. Especially if this is a Gematria meme that's gonna really wake people up. But guys, it could be a meme on cats licking their feet. It's still more important than these things. This is what I'm trying to say. Vaccines, Black Lives Matter is all complete garbage. You want to stay far away from both. The monarchy of country music, Dolly Parton is apparently, oh, excuse me, I'm reading this wrong. The monarch of country music, Dolly Parton is apparently saving lives. Dolly Parton's Christmas. That's when 7 days from my birthday is happening. But they're publishing it today. We'll just do it from today because it's on some show that you don't really know when they're doing that on. What is this, man? Some baseball player or something? I don't know what this is. A football player, I mean. You know, some actor for the Jesuits, really what he is. Dolly Parton. January 19th. So from today to her upcoming birthday, 40 days, 39 days, 1 month, 9 days, 5 weeks, 5 days. I know I'm looking at this anymore. What is she doing again? Save the 9-year-old from oncoming car. 9 doesn't equal 39 or anything like that. Oncoming car 112. Dolly Parton 55, reversing and reducing. Dolly Parton 55. 5 weeks, 5 days from her upcoming birthday. There's talk about Dolly Parton. There's 3940, 5 weeks, 4 days. I know Jesuit ordered 54. You know, always gonna be branding this stuff. Dolly Parton 145, 55 the Catholic, religion 53. But her 9-year-old co-star. Co-star 41, 31, 22. Now I'm just kind of gonna give up on this because I'm like, okay, what? I'm probably just missing it. No, I don't even read this. But that's how it goes sometimes. You decode it. You see the number. You see what they're doing. You get Dolly Parton 55. It's 5 from her birthday, but that's just all I can kind of get right now. I think they're just syncing it up with something else, right? There's a deeper riddle to this. They see it's she's at the 53rd CMA Awards. That 53 right there. Dolly Parton equals 53. I mean, but it's just stuff like this. You still get what they're doing. They have Dolly Parton 53. And they even have the third, 53rd, 353, the 71st triangular, or excuse me, not the triangular number, 353, the 71st prime, Catholic 71, but Dolly Parton 53 and 55. This is 55 days from her birthday, and her name equals 53. She's here right next to it is 53. That's what I'm saying. This needs to be. This is. I found a savable image. That's perfect. I love it. And you know what that means, right? Copy image, go to Twitter. This little activity, right? And then you just do this. So here's a trick. I go to classic, and you type it in, and then you could copy it and paste it. Dolly Parton 53. Can you find the 53 in this photo? Which obviously you can, because you're absolutely fucking retarded. Which some people on Twitter are, so not everyone's gonna pass this. Dolly Parton 53. Can you find the 53 in the photo? And then I'll just leave it like that. So again, I can make a separate one talking about how it's 55 days from her birthday, but I think this is even more important. good looking pizza. Italian pizza from an Italian person, so it's authentic. An idol for everyone. Yeah, we already talked about Kid Cudi. You get a definite attitude when you listen to Kid Cudi. I think it's a good thing, but I don't know. I've always liked his music. I mean, I actually can't wait to listen to his new album. It'd be nice to chill this weekend and listen to it. You can't believe so many black people are pushing the vaccine, like non-famous black people. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. And only 40,000 ish black people have died. Can't wait till that number is 42,000, then they'll let you know for sure. You don't think the vaccine are really that dangerous, just a test to see how easy people are to control. I mean, maybe you could say that with some vaccines, but this one, I think they have a big plan with that. And even with some vaccines, here's the thing my thing with vaccines. I think that my thing is the fact that there's a chance that you take them and actually get really fucked up from it, like die from it or get injured from it. Like, why would I'm not about taking risks with my life and my health. That's just it. So sure, the people. I'm sure even this new COVID vaccine, there's probably some people that'll take it and like learn nothing will happen. Even 10 years down the road, they'll just like it's nothing. Like, those be the exception, right? But this whole year is just a test. And also, even if that's all true, right? I see what you're saying still. Why passing the test is to not take the vaccine. So why take it regardless? And honestly, anything that messes up your immune system, I think it's just not worth taking anyway. But I hope you're right. Obviously, I mean, I don't want people. I mean, sure, I want these dumbasses to get what's coming to them, but I mean, I'm not trying to wish death or disease on people. Ultimately, no one's in the queue to take phone calls. But for your work, come listen. Event 201 got their trusted sources to spread their propaganda, right? You've got 109 calls. Damn, man, that's a lot of calls. There's probably some technical shit going on. Whatever you're calling for, the developers probably fucked something up, and then now like that's just my experience. Because from a developer, like whenever we fuck some shit up, at least in my old job, that's where you get all the calls, or like wherever like the shit's down, like the network's down or something's down. Oh, posting. One second.
Good evening. On November 9, 2 days after the election was called for Joe Biden and more than a month ago, a senior Republican official said this to the Washington Post about the president's unwillingness to accept the outcome. What's the downside for humoring him for this little bit of time? The official asks. No one seriously thinks the results will change. Well, tonight, after multiple recounts in multiple states, after dozens and dozens
Three, two, one, zero.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna be brief soon. Something just came up, but maybe we can watch some propaganda real quick. bullshit, man. How do you anyone fall for this stuff?
I think the
Let's see if Jose has a 22 in it real quick. Uh,
The COVID-19 epidemic has affected everybody, no matter who you are and where you're from. For me, it slowed the world down.
well, JBJ Soul Kitchens, run by the Jesuits. Oh yeah, the guys. Oh yeah, guys. That's on purpose. I'm like, I'm about to roll. I'm gonna roll out with this. I think it's all unexpected. So I'm working out. I wanted to bleed through, so I'm just gonna play some propaganda and mildly comment on it real quick. So this is what's 7 days from Keanu Reeves' birthday. This game came out.
Johnny Silverhand.
So Keanu Reeves one. His name's a reshuffling of this video length. It's also 77-second. When you see this, Cyberpunk 2077 with a 77-second video. I mean, this is incredible. Cyberpunk 2077, 77-second video. It's ridiculous. Cyberpunk 47. September 26th, September 2nd birthday. Look up the game. Guys, you know Keanu Reeves didn't choose this. He's an agent for the Jesuits. They told him to do this by the code. The game came out December 10th, 2020. 99 days from his birthday. 3 months, 8 days. 14 weeks, 2 days from his birthday. So nothing with really his birthday or his name. I know MOR decoded this already. But I want to see from his birthday to this release date. Mixed reviews. Let's see what this kid said about it. Probably give it a, as kids usually do. Kids come here and just flame it. Look, they even took off user reviews because they're always so bad. It's censorship to me. We're documenting more censorship. These reviews are probably so bad that they probably make sure you can't see them. It's worth documenting. Alright, guys, I think we'll watch this video of Keanu Reeves and we'll close it out.
Real talk of the town back in my day.
I got you.
You mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my head right now? What do you want from me?
You've never backed down
Guys, this is a mockery. They're mocking the gamers. I've been telling you, they mock these fucking gamers who sit in their fucking ass all day and play these games, these mediocre games. They love mediocrity, so they mock them. Malware infected, like virus. See? Malware infected biochip. And this is predictive programming. When they get these biochips in these people, they're going to put the government malware in them. As the pandemic spread. If only they said it was a $61 game, which I know because games are $60. I get why they didn't say that. See, that's an example of there was because 61 to 18
Journalism
crime.
is the first
That's a good, perfect example of like that's how it works though. Okay, they're probably doing some of the riddle there just because the games aren't they're always $60, right? That's what everyone knows. If they made it 61, I mean, people are like, well, why? Why are we paying $1 more for? You know what I mean? I know these sheep are sheep, but they're not. These sheep are stupid, but I think you can only be so stupid. Yeah, I think a PhD might make you even more asleep. Majority are under a spell, even your daughter, who I hope is snapping out. I hope she wakes up. Yep, gaming just another escape from reality. That is what it is. Yeah. It is. I think it's the only thing, the purpose I like it for either social or like, which you're gonna rather do things in person, but you know, if you can or whatever, or like if you're doing something else and you're like trying to pass time, like something like you're in some class or some meeting, you're like I'm just gonna pass time because there's nothing else I can literally do, and I'm not paying attention to this is pointless. Which is again escaping from the bullshit reality. I think it's a tool to have its but these kids do, they play it all day long, 24/7, don't do anything else. Yeah, 18 million playing that one game. We can't get 18 million to protest, right? It's pathetic. Playing a broken ass game that's bullshit with tiny trees and shit. It's mocking. To live with someone who's asleep. Yeah, it's not fun. I haven't fully done it, but like I've been back home with like my parents. My dad always has the CNN propaganda on. Yeah, they think that's what most people do. They think they figure life out already, and then it's just ego because they're like, "Well, who are you to tell me you figured it out?" That's like the first thing my fucking friend, one of my friends said. He's like, "How's this one guy on YouTube, or how do you and this guy know all this truth? Like, it's been so many times, so many years, all this shit. Albert Einstein came and all mentions all these agents, Albert Einstein, all these people come through, but then you and this guy from YouTube, which I mean, I didn't figure it out, but I was want to show him the research. Some guy on YouTube, and how's that? It's like that's a dumb reason. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, your mom's, but man, you can always, I mean, you can kind of get out of that. I think we gotta just make our own decisions and do our own things at the end of the day. Oh, Zach is a decode and Dolly Parton. I'll look at that. Yeah, you showed a PhD, the 66 stuff, our speed, access tilt, and you said you were cherry picking numbers. That's what they all say. And they'll say, well, because you could divide it by this, and then what about that number? It's just silly. One sec. Alright, guys, yeah, I'm gonna close it. Just reading the chat. Doctor said, how come you and your 30 friends have figured out the skies are being spread and the rest of us haven't? Then he gave you a script for an antipsychotic, right? Your doctor did this? Dude, they're spraying out this. You look up and see. That's what I'm saying. Doctors, PhDs. These people are fucking retarded, period. Like, how it's someone. Like, what kind of mentality is that? It's literally ego that's making them say that. And when it's like, really? These people. It's so dumb, man. It's because of their fucking ego is why we're stuck on this shit, man. And that's the hardest thing to fucking from the budge. Like, that's what we're up against. Because again, that shit's not quantifiable. Like, some of these people have they're the most hard-headed fucking people. That will never wake up just because of that. Just because they need the TV to tell them that. They need an authority. Because, yeah, 30 people, well, you're one guy on YouTube. That's me. Like me, I'm some guy on YouTube. Like, but I'm breaking shit down piece by piece, being repetitive, showing you example after example of what they're doing. How am I just some guy on YouTube? Then why? That means you can't learn anything on YouTube. But everyone learns shit on YouTube, especially these. I've learned so much on YouTube, and I continue to learn on YouTube. I mean, all it is a platform where anyone can go and upload something. You don't need credentials and all this bullshit. I mean, my credentials are my fucking title, or my title putting racism in the title before the stream, and you saw what we saw. Those are the credentials, making the title, the description beforehand, and seeing how the stream is exactly what the title was. Unless, Kid Cudi part, and you'll get, because I just saw that. Thanks a lot, man. I'm glad you like the titles. Yeah, this is YouTube versus TV, which is incredible. Yeah, enjoy your day, guys. I'm about to close the stream, like, literally right now. So take care, guys. Peace out. I'm really glad you like the titles, P's and Q's, because I do like to try to make them good. And I try to make them always truth. No clickbait, none of that. Truth. It's what this is. Kid Cudi, we talk Kid Cudi, Jesuit order, all the crap, time rituals, yep, death, killing rituals. Talk about all these things. Hey, peace, guys. See ya.